Distrolord. Thank you for tuning in to another edition of Distro Chat. I have the pleasure today of interviewing not more than just one of the best producers of hip hop, but my mentor, my great friend, and someone who I can rely to all the time. My homeboy, Large Professor, is going to be on the chat for today. Should be good. I'm seeing a lot of familiar faces already logged in. Peace, everyone. Thank you for logging in. You know what I'm saying? Means a lot. Gonna have Large Pro today. Should be cool. Like I was saying before, like one of the most innovative producers of our time. You know, he taught a lot of our favorite producers, and a lot of our favorite producers learned a lot from him, and he learned from a lot from them as well. You know, so this show should be a real good discussion. I have a lot of good questions I want to ask him outside of just, you know, he told me a lot of stuff anyways, a lot of behind the scenes stuff, how he makes certain beats. So it's going to be cool to kind of like get into it, talk about certain things. Peace, Ramadan Kareem, Ginsuddin, what's the deal, my brother? How you doing? Yeah, I'm out on the West Coast and stuff. Should be leaving back out to New York, hopefully like tomorrow or the day after. Just gotta finish some stuff out here. But perfect. Demand the hour. Waiting for everyone to load in. Everyone inside the chat, please leave where you at. Demand the hour.
What's going on, brother?
Peace. What's the deal? Large Professor.
Chilling.
Nice, man. Nice to have you on Distro Chat, man. Thank you for your time. I know you're making some new beats. I know you're busy at the moment.
Of course, yeah.
So, yeah, man. So, yo, I just wanted to get right into it and stuff. I think it's a couple of things me and you kind of get along with. And the first thing is kind of like our sisters kind of being our first guide, our first like kind of gateway into music. You know what I'm saying? You always told me your sister always bought you the records and all that. My sister gave me my first CD, first like hip hop CD. So, you know what I mean? Talk about, you know, you getting your first kind of pieces of music from your sister and all that.
Yeah, definitely. Nah, I had a sister that was still have, but you know, 12 years older than me, named Nina. You know what I'm saying? Lofty Times. That was her graffiti name. That's what she used to write on swings and benches and all that. So she was like hip hop when hip hop wasn't even, you know what I'm saying, started. So like I got it like from the main source kind of, you know what I'm saying?
All right, cool. And then from there and stuff like that, how me and you met was we met at Banging Studios. I was in
Yeah.
I was in your ear. You was at Banging, and then I think it was one of the engineers was kind of like, yo, you should come into the room. Large Professor's working on his album. So I was like,
okay. I know it went down like that. Okay.
Yeah. So so they brought me to your studio, and then that's when I met you and stuff like that. And now you was playing some tracks on First Class and all that. And I was like, oh shit, this shit
absolutely word up.
This is sounding good. And that studio was nice and plush, so it was like them joints is really banging.
Yeah, early. My man Boaz hooked it up real quick, real nice in there. Yeah.
And then rest in peace, Carnage. He hit me up one day, and he was like, yo, you know Large Professor? And I was like, I met him in the studio like a couple months back. You know, he's mad cool. Paid me his album, and he says, well, he shouted you out on the album credits. I was like, what? And I was like, that kind of like threw me off guard. Like, I bet. You know, that's love for him showing me credit, showing me some love. You know what I mean? On the credits, I really don't know him. I just heard the records and all that. And then fast forward into that, then Sha told me to meet you at Hydra.
Killer Sha.
You're rest in peace, Killer Sha. You know what I'm saying? And you're making the Beginning record. You know what I'm saying? And that was like kind of like, that was crazy. Like we met at a song called The Beginning, and that's kind of like the beginning how me and you started to work with it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
You got to check for that word, definitely.
You know what I mean? So it's ill, man. Like, you know, we have a lot of mutual friends and all that, and it's good that me and you start making music after that.
Yeah, we got all the mutual friends like Trash and
J Love.
Yeah, J Love. You know what I'm saying? All of them fellas, man. All the Nighthawks, man. All them night sessions.
So listen, man, this is one thing I want to ask you, man. How does it feel to be like 17 years old working with like Coogee Rap and Rakim, man?
Man, yo, bruh, bro, man. Like I told you the other day, man. I was like, yo, cause you work close, and you know, and I know for many years. So I'm like, yo, it was the same kind of feeling, man. Like I was excited, man. It was like Rakim is there, you know, the God like that. You know, he was talking big time science and just lessons and stuff like that, dude. So to start working with him, I started like that. It was, you know, crazy, man. Word, them brothers is
And I
man,
know you like
the
the
ballpark.
engineer, so it was different though. This is not like no Pro
Yeah,
Tools. Like you had to get the tape and you
yeah,
load
yeah,
that
yeah, yeah,
up,
yeah.
and it wasn't no
Sure,
mess
yeah,
up. It wasn't like you had to get them. Like Ghost always told me, these are $1 million takes, man. Like these are $1 million
yeah, no
takes.
doubt,
You know what I'm
no
saying?
doubt. Yeah, for sure. Yeah,
So how was it like? I
yeah.
mean, like just you being an engineer now, you doing the beats now. You know, what is it like being the engineer and getting these vocals right? You know what I'm saying? Because now they trusting you for your ear to make sure like
Yeah,
yo, these
yeah,
are sounding
yeah, no
good. You know
doubt,
what I
no
mean?
doubt. Yeah. Nah, it was cool, man, because, you know, I stayed in my place, though. You know, you working with dudes like G-Rap. I mean, Rakim, I read, you know, G-Rap. G is a beautiful brother, man, because he invited, like, he was like, yo, what you think about that? You know what I'm saying? Like, Rakim had such an aura where it was like, you wouldn't even dare even say, it was just like, that's the God, you know, because he came through like that. But G-Rap, you know what I'm saying? G-Rap was a dude who's like, yo, but you know, he embraced the younger, you know what I'm saying, generation that was coming up all the time. I can't front like Nas, all of them, you know what I'm saying? Like he, yo, come through to the crib. Like it was like that with G-Rap, man. So, you know, it's all love, man. It's all love.
How was your school schedule? Like, how did you balance school and going to the studio and like how did you do that and finish and graduate and all that shit? Like, how did you do that? Because that's kind of incredible
Yeah,
for
nah,
someone
you know,
being
it was crazy,
17
man.
doing
You
that.
know, yeah. You know the terrain. You know, I was in Carlisle, I was in Flushing, Queens. So we was going to LIC right there to Long Island City, right down the block from Queensbridge. And we be in there till like 5, 6 in the morning, God. Like, and then, you know, school started like 8, 9, you know, for me it was like 11. You know what I'm saying? School started like 11. So nah, but yo, I just shower up, boom, dash to make the dash to the you know, to the high school. You know, I wound up, yo, that's the time when I really started getting into the records and all of that. So I was getting a adjacent education at the same time. Like it was like parallel to like going to school. I was like starting to get into the records and studying the records. So, you know, all love, all love, all love.
When did
Yeah.
you went to like Jamaica around Jamaica Ave to get records to pick up records? Was that one of your record spots that you would go get
Oh
some
man,
records?
nah,
Or where would you get records?
they had a shop called Green Line. If you're talking about Jamaica, they had a shop called Green Line on Guy Brewer. Fire, yo. It was an older white man and his son and a bugged out dude in there and shit. Like it was them three dudes, but the inventory was bananas. Like early, like all of them record people out there, like a lot of them rare main source records that we was just throwing up there as interludes was like from Green Line. So yeah, I used to hit up Green Line. You know, Queens didn't have many. We had one in Bayside and stuff like that. So you have to go out to like the city, you know, Brooklyn, stuff like that. But just all over, man. We was everywhere.
Let's talk. Can you talk a little bit about the record conventions that they used to have? Um,
Yeah, the
can you talk?
Roosevelt joint you talking about, right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Can you
the
talk a little bit
Roosevelt
about
joint.
that?
Yeah, nah, they still have record conventions. You know, when you heavily into records, you know, you go outside of just record shops, you go into all types of areas with it. So like the conventions was early. My man Paul C had put me on to the conventions because he was taking me out to Hempstead, to the joint out in Hempstead. And at that time I wasn't seeing no producers, no DJs or nothing. It was just straight record people in there. And we was in there getting busy. You know what I'm saying? Paul had that ill record knowledge from early, so we was in there getting busy, just grabbing stuff up. And then, like the conventions kind of became a little bit more widespread knowledge to the average record dude, and then started having it in the city and stuff like that. Yo, Roosevelt pops up, you know. So now it's like, because the city is always the epicenter of everything. So, boom, everybody coming in, man. K Capri, Diamond D. Yo, homie from PM Dawn used to be in there, man. niggas hating. You know what I'm saying? Niggas hating. This nigga got bread. You know what I'm saying? He just buying whole walls up. Niggas is heated. Niggas is heated. Like, yo, he grabbing all the records up and just leaving before I even get here. You know, type shit. But it was ill, man. It was a little community, little record community type shit. Word, it's cool.
Can you talk about Paul C and his influence and how, you know, he also influenced a bunch of other artists outside of yourself, you know? Rest in peace, Paul C.
My man Paul C, yeah, my man Paul C. That's, you know, I always go wherever I go. I always talk about my man Paul C. That's my mentor. That's producer for many, many bangers, like street bangers, like Do the James, like engineer slash producer. You know, early organized confusion. You know, when they were simply too poetic, shit like that. We was just talking about that the other day. It's just crazy. So my man Paul C. McCasty, you know, he just put me on to the whole technological end of it. He was just like, yo, this is what buttons you hit, man. Boom, you on your way. And that's what it was.
So from Paul C, like, you started to kind of like get into records. What is your connection with Bob James, man? Because I feel like Bob James and you are like kind of like you find out Bob James music, you know, and then it's like out of nowhere he just blew up.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Within our niche community at that time, you know?
Yeah, yeah. Nah, Bob James, man. All due respect. Word. That's all I gotta say for that, man. Yo, many hip hop bricks, like the bricks that hip hop was built on, is his records. You know what I'm saying? So it's like we standing on Bob James' shoulders. Word. So all due respect to Bob James. Word up. Great jazz musician. Great.
Right. So you were Paul.
Come on, man. Get out of this up, man. I gotta get back to work, man.
Listen, you were Paul.
The little interview and shit, man. Shit crazy.
You were Paul and all that.
Oh, man,
you're learning all this stuff. You know what I'm saying? And then after that, you know what I mean? You get a call from, I hear from Joe Fatal, a couple people in the hood about this kid named Nas, and Nas meets you in front of Bound. What happens from there? You know what I'm saying?
Oh, nah, that's just when we went to go. I mean, the story, you know what I'm saying? We went to go record that demo. He had a demo. I think he was doing a top choice of the female persuasion around that time or some shit like that. Like, yo, we was just recording up. Everybody was kind of, I mean, I had one foot in the game because we already had a single, an independent single named Think as main source. And then, you know what I'm saying? So we was kind of ringing on the radio already. Shit was cool. And, I mean, yo, Nas, we was just all recording, man. We was just all recording. Like, everybody was meeting each other and, like, kind of, like, of a certain caliber. So it wasn't, like, no weak links and shit. It was, like, everybody was top-notch with it. So, you know, we was just rocking.
And how was those sessions at Live at the Barbecue sessions? Like, how was that session? Like, how was it when Nas laid his verse? Was it like, oh shit, like you guys knew it was gonna be some groundbreaking shit, or was like, yo, that's the shit I'm talking about? Because you were around Rakim and all these dudes. So for you, it's kind of
exactly,
like
that's what I'm saying. So the bar is high right now.
That bar is so high. It's like,
yeah,
whoa,
yeah.
Whoa,
nah, but he had it. You know what I'm saying? He was just a younger version, and the thing that was dope was that, you know, like Nas was. Like a lot of the young dudes today, they like, nah, not even now, because I'm getting hit up like a lot. I mean, you know, a lot of young dudes reaching out, like, yo, OG, you know, that type of shit. And at that time, that's what Nas was doing. Like, he was embracing the forefathers, I say the predecessors. You know what I'm saying? He was embracing them, and like, yo, that was his edge. You know what I'm saying? Whereas a lot of people was just coming out on. He had that older. Kind of, you know, how Prodigy said, you know, I'm only 19, but my mind is old. And that's for him hanging with the OGs and chilling and, you know what I'm saying? Like, just holding his head throughout all of that. And then he was able to be a representative. And that was kind of the same thing. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah, and you was definitely kind of like the dude kind of coaching him. Because I know you told me one time that Nas would come into Rakim's down studio time. Rakim wasn't even around. And one day Rakim just came to the session. And Nas was in the booth, and you was recording, and he was like, and let him finish. You know what I'm saying? Let him finish, and then I come on. So, like that's to me, like it's you was kind of prepping him to be one of them big dogs. You know what I'm saying? Like
We all was, man. You know, everybody, you know, the village was definitely pitching in, man. From Eric B. and Rakim to me to High Day Supreme. That's Rap, you know, Rap, rest in peace. That's his younger brother. Supreme used to be in there. And Live, rest in peace. You know what I'm saying? Mad Brothers, you know, invested in those sessions, man. And just, you know, when you give somebody your feedback, some real feedback shit too, like, yo, son, that shit is alright, or nah, that ain't it. Yo, that's everything in the fucking world, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, a dude just standing on his own, it's good. You can have confidence and do your thing and shit, but when somebody tell you, like, yo, son, that shit, you know, that, so that's what it was, man. You know, we had the village in there, and dudes, they was already a high bar. They was a crazy high bar. So now, to get that green light from them, like, yo, oh shit, like, yo, now we got something. And that's why that man is where he is now. Shit, you know?
So main source, you know, to me, I got this one more and then one more question and we're finished. Main
doubt,
source, you know what I'm saying? Main source and shit. When I sat down with like people like RZA and the Law Math and Fourth Disciple, they told me to my face that your first album, Breaking Atoms, is like the blueprint, their kind of foundation when he made Return of the 36 Chambers. Like he basically told me like, yo, when brothers was in the studio, they really trying to compete with that album. You know, you know what I mean? Because you guys had the same equipment. Did RZA ever told you this before? Have ever heard this before in the past? That you really used your album as the template for a lot of these great
Nah, I mean, but but the thing, I mean, we knew that everybody, because it's like when the guys that are up there, you know, the guys that are coming up, they looking at the guys that are up there. They like, yo, all right, this, that. And we ringing, like, you know what I'm saying? We ringing, we on the radio type ringing. You know what I'm saying? It ain't just no buzz underground and nothing like that. We on the radio ringing with the real shit too. Not with no bullshit. We on the radio ringing with some real shit. So them brothers they was, you know, and I'm gonna tell you a funny story, man. This shit is crazy. So one time I was me and Q-Tip, we was driving to Long Island. We was going to Malvern to check my man John Cabrero. Word, you know, shout out to his nephew. You know who that is.
Yeah.
So Q-Tip, he was telling me, he was like, yo, you know where I got a call from? I was like, oh, he's like, that dude Rakim. I was like, word? Oh shit, no doubt. That's the man. You know, I was cool with him through Mel Quan and Easy Mo B and all of them. Exactly. So I was like, that's the man. And Q-Tip was like, yeah, man. He was like, do I want to battle? Do I want to battle in beats or something? I was like, oh shit, like, yo, because at that time I didn't even know, like, you know, it wasn't nobody like trying to go at nobody's head. It was like just everybody was like holding hands and like, you know what I'm saying? Cypress, Naughty, Leaders, Main Source, Black Sheep, you know what I'm saying? Everybody was holding hands. So nobody was like trying to cut nobody's head off or nothing and shit. So RZA kind of like, you know what I'm saying? And I remember that day vividly and shit. And I didn't know what was to come, you know, but that's when we was working on Midnight Marauders. And then the albums dropped the same date. That's crazy. Like 36 Chambers and Midnight Marauders dropped the same date. So it was just so crazy like that. And it's even crazy in the Hulu joint, how in the Hulu Wu-Tang special, how RZA really baked up Tribe Called Quest. So that's kind of like a little bit of a support to let you know that Tribe was really on their mind. You know, but Main Source definitely, like, he was looking out for Main Source, and he always, whenever I saw Riz, like, I see him in the loud offices and everything, like, yo, you know, salute type shit. But he was letting niggas know, like, and Premier told the story just recently too, about, like, he was letting niggas know, like, yo, I'm coming for your head. Word, that shit is crazy. Like, RZA kind of started that shit, like, because everybody was holding hands. Everybody was like, oh, one happy producer family, yo, you get money, I'm getting. And RZA was the one that came in like, yo, now I'm coming for your head, yo. And that was their campaign, right? Protect your neck. You see, he was trying to cut heads off. Word. They got RZA, no doubt.
Yo,
word.
The project with you and Pete Watts, can you? We had him yesterday on the show. Can you elaborate a little bit on it? You know what I'm saying?
Oh man, that fire! You talking about that fucking fire over there, man? I'm just waiting for my man Watts to do what he do, man. He got all of the strategy behind how he want to strategize everything, but the heat is there. The heat is there. The heat, like, yo, it's just waiting for you, like the old heaters when you got to turn the thing for the heat to come up and shit. I'm just waiting for Watt to just, yo, turn that shit, yo, boom, let's go, man. That's all, man. Yo, but all types of shit is about to happen, man. We about to put this Beats project out there, the Volume 3 joint. I'm currently working on a compilation. You know, I always got my songs that I'll be doing on the cut, you know what I'm saying, in the cut, on the low and shit. So, you know, but I just want to spread some love to a lot of people. Like, we always spread love, but just a dedicated project to some of the people of today that I believe in and shit. So we getting that together. Shout out my man Black Poet, Star. We got a few people. My man Harvest Brown. Yo, we got it's a crazy mixture. It's a crazy mixture, but it's all brought together by the LP. You know what I'm saying?
All right, man. Thank you for your time, man. Go back to doing what
My
you
man.
do. You know,
Distrolord.
thank you again, man. I'll talk to you later.
Peace, dog.
All right, peace.
Word up.